Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your likes. Thanks for your subscribers. For my subscribers to my subscribers. Thank you all. I don't even know which ones I prefer, the subscribing or the comment down below. Please leave your comments down below. Like and subscribe. Yes, we are going to be talking about Tyler Perry's advice to Black women. Tyler Perry's advice to Black women. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't really feel him. I've never really been feeling him at all, or his movies. I've not really, because anytime I see his movies or see him, he's always impersonating Black women, impersonating Black women's look. And that, for me, I don't really like it. So I've never really, there's nothing there for me, really, nothing, until this comment now, or this advice he has given Black women, which is to accept a man. Just accept the man, as long as he can pay the light bill. Hello? Who should I even come and hear this? Who should I call apart from my viewers? Lord help us. Black men always have tactics for Black women. They always have that tactics for Black women. If it's not you are nearly 40 and no one wants you, if it's not you will die alone, if it's not no other race of men want you, what else do they say? If it's not all those their rubbish nonsense they sell to women, it's also accept them as they are. They always have these tactics they sell to Black women. The same nonsense they've sold to my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother, my grandmother, the one before my great-grand, the one after my great-grand, and then my grandmother, and then my mother, and then to me. This is the nonsense, the tactics they have been selling to Black women, that has resulted in us being the least respected, the least. Yes? The least. Because our own men are the least. So they view us from the eyes of our men, because we bet them. We bet them into this world. We all know how Black men and Black women, we all know our history, We know our history very well. It's not new to any of us, unless you don't know, you don't know your history, or you don't care to know, or you don't want to know. We've been in this box for centuries. We've been dictated to. Our story has been told for us. We've been this and out because of Black men. Black women and Black children have suffered 3 times as much as other race of women because of Black men. We know this. Because of Black men's lack. Because of Black men's forward thinking. Because of Black men's self-hatred. Because of Black men's emotional disturbance. Their unwillingness to improve their life, their unwillingness to stay head in head with other race of men and do something good in their community. We all know. We all know this. I will take this back to, I will bring this back to me. Yes, and the women in my family. I will bring this back to me, to us. Because this is what we have been sold back home as well. This is what we have been told as well. To accept the man the way he is. To even give to the man, so the man can use it to pay for the goods in the house, you know, to buy the car where he's going to be driving. It doesn't matter. I've been told that any money I have, I should give it to the man I have to buy a car, to buy a house. That, yes, this is what women do, but you'll be thinking it's the man who owns the stuff, but it's the woman who is giving it to him, and that is fine. We've been sold this lie. Black women have been sold this nonsense for centuries. Because, like I said, my grandmother was in it. My aunts are in it. Because of that is how we grew up. That is the circle I grew up in. That is the environment I grew up in. Is to pick up a man. Is to pick up a man. Yes, accept him the way he is. As long as he can pay the light bill. Tyler Perry said we should accept him like that. Provided he's a good man and provided he loves you and respects you. I have been there. Yes, from the age 19 to age 37. I believed that. I believed it. I believed it. Yes, I believed it. And after years of dealing with it, I was miserable. Miserable. Because I'm out there trying to, in the midst of those who hate me, those who are jealous of me, those who don't like me, including the black male themselves. Fighting my way up, fighting my way to any length I can. Yes? And the man I was married to was just a cleaner. In fact, I brought him from Africa, and that was the job he could get. And for years, I kept trying to build this man up. For years. Do you know what is from age 20 to age 37? Calculate the years that has gone by that I've been trying, that I tried to build a man. Yes, to build a man. Push a man to be a man for me. Shake a man to wake up and see and smell the coffee that other race of men are smelling. And they are doing well, and their children are doing well because of this coffee they've smelt. And the black man I chose was a grown baby. Was a grown baby. And I know how I had to stay in that relationship for years. Number one, things will get better. Number two, he will change. Number three, there is no other man out there. They are all the same. As we keep hearing it, they are all the same. They are all the same. The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. All these proverbs kept me in that marriage. I was unhappy. I was a single married woman. Because I was told to accept the man the way he is, because that's obviously what we have in our community. That's what we have. Accept him the way he is. Where you have 6 children and you are in a 2-bedroom flat, and the man doesn't see anything wrong with it. And I blessed the day I finally found that strength. I finally found that strength to leave He wasn't a bad man, no, but he wasn't good for me. And I told myself, I said, what could go worse? What could go worse? The only thing that would go worse is him finding another woman, because yes, there's always women out there who are willing to just accept it, to carry, because they have not had a man in their life for years. So just meeting anyone, as long as it's good. No wonder men are always using women's age as their weapon. Because when I was young, I didn't see anything. I didn't notice. I didn't see anything until I turned 37. And then I knew that growing older was good. It's good. Because you become wiser. You become wiser. And men don't like it. So they use it in a negative way against women. They use it in a negative way against women. When growing old should be a good thing. Growing older should be a good thing, not a bad thing. But because men are always manipulative, because men always want to manipulate you into settling, into suffering with them, they want to always manipulate you. So they bring up this age, over 30, the only orange left in the basket, all sort of nonsense. Instead of them to use that energy to go and create something. Create something. But the only way to put money in their pocket is to ask women, especially the black women, to bow to nonsense and nothingness. Because apparently, we are the most desperate race of women. We are. Because no other group of male wants us. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I rather remain single. I rather remain single. And while I was thinking, worrying, asking myself and asking the God up there, is this what you really want for me? If this is what you want for me, if this is what you ordained for me, why is there not change? Why is there no change? Am I not doing right by you by sticking with one man all my life? Am I not? Am I not doing right by you by supporting this man 80% out of 100%, 80%? And I always use my own family, because these same black men, they are everywhere. Everywhere. My mother was the head of the family. My mother took care of all of us. I and my brother. She saw us through school. It was my mother. It wasn't my father. I've said this before. My mother. And I was born in the 80s. In the 80s. And that is same Tyler Perry's preaching and advice is the same advice those men gave to women back then. And we are still hearing that same advice in 2023 from a well-known rich celebrity. It's a shame. It's a huge shame. And any black woman who wants to follow that advice, go ahead. Go ahead, do you, because after all, it's your life. No one should tell you how to live it. But I don't want to see that angry face on your face. You know, the ones the black men are talking about now. I don't want to see it on your face. Because nobody forced you to be in any situation that will not bring happiness and realization to you. Nobody forced you. It's your decision. You chose it. As for me, I will not. I will not. I refuse to. I don't care who the black man chooses to go and date. It's their business. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't take any air away from my body. It doesn't. All I beg them to do is to leave us in peace. Stop talking nonsense about us. Stop talking rubbish about us. Just leave us in peace. Because I say us, I know the kind of black women they are talking to. But then again, they add black women like me into that group as well. Because the minute they say black women, then they've added me. And this is where I come in. This is where I come in. Because I refuse to. I'm in good terms with my ex-husband. I mean, like I said, it did not hurt me. It did not. No, it's good. But stagnancy and complacency, I don't like it. Being in one place, the same place. Do you know what is 365 days in a year? 365 days in a year. 12 months. Yes? And every year is the same thing. Every year is the same thing. Nothing. Apart from eat, food, sleep, drink, and trying to trap me one way or the other. I woke up. I grew up. And they don't like when you grow up. They like when you are young. Yes. But the problem is there are still many young women out there who are not married, you know, who have not been chosen yet. But they keep pointing fingers at women over 40 or women over 35 years old. Because they know you are growing wiser. They know you are growing wiser. A woman, I don't understand. As a woman, do you go and just start walking boisterous on the street, or you're just rude on the street that a man does not feel attracted to you because you are now over 35? Can't a woman in her 40s have children? She can. If she's menstruating, she will. She will. Black women, mind the advice you take. Mind the advice you take from group of men who have not sorted themselves out yet. From group of men who cannot talk to men without degrading women. Mind the advice you take from such men. A real man will not ask a woman to pay a mortgage while he pays a light bill. That's not a real man. That's not a real man. Do I need to tell you that? A real man will not ask a woman to do most of the things in the house. If he's not a surgeon, yes? He's not a surgeon. It's not, I mean, what kind of job does he do for you to be doing everything in the house? A real man will not ask you to do that. This is why I always say black men are cursed. They are cursed. Because they will never, ever give themselves good advice. Even when they think they're giving themselves good advice, it's always a negative advice. Egoistic advice. Prideful advice. Mistake advice. Emotional advice. Emotional damage advice. Those are the advice they can give to themselves as men. I can just imagine a world where all the women say they don't want a man. Let's see who is that prize they keep talking about. Let's imagine a world where there is every woman said, well, I don't want you. I don't want you. We're going to stay on our own. Can you just imagine that world? I always imagine it because the fact that there are some desperate women out there giving men this pump up, this mouth to speak to women. It's obviously the reason why men have this shoulder up. Not all men, but I say men because 80% of black men are just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe them. The membrane is dry or something. Their membrane is dry. I don't know. There's no oil there. There's no oil there. It's dried. It's dried. For you to sit down and ask a woman to accept a man, the man can stay on his own now and pay his light bill in his own house. Why I stay on my own and continue with my mortgage in my own house? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? To bring him to my own house, as long as he can pay light bill. To let a man come and just disrupt my peace. All in the name of he's good and he's nice and he can pay light bill for me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we don't need a man. But black women we've been at the receiving end. We've been too much at the receiving end to the detriment of our children. The same men who will grow up and blame us for being there, for being the one who was there when their father wasn't. I have a friend. She had a child for a black man and she was living in a one-bedroom council flat. They gave her the flat because she had one child. And then she and this man, they broke up. And then she met another man. This man, knowing that she has one daughter and she's in a one-bedroom, she met the man. He's a black man. And then she had 2 children for that black man in that one-bedroom flat. Without that black man thinking of any way of moving them out of there or making life better. And then she left that black man. She met another man from she's a Portuguese girl. And then she met another Portuguese man this time. And she had another 2 kids for that Portuguese man. And now she has left that Portuguese man. She's now in a one-bedroom flat with 5 kids, including herself. That's 6. That's 6 of them in a one-bedroom flat. Tell me, has that black woman not chosen less than? Has she not? What good did it bear her and her children? Even put her in a worse state. If she had just listened to herself and just managed her one-bedroom with her daughter and find something to do with her own life and herself. But these are the ways black men come and destroy black women's life and leave them there. These are the ways they come and just destroy these women's life. And then their children are there to suffer it. Imagine 5 children in one-bedroom flat. Just imagine. That's 3 black men. 3. No one has done anything to make the life of their children easier. None of them. None of them. Going back to my father when my mother left, who has been surviving him? It's been women. The women. The women. Yes? Until he got married to his recent wife now. And the next woman who is surviving him, it's me. So how have we not accepted black men the way they are? We have been. We have been accepting black men the way how they come short, how they are, they come with nothing. Nothing. We have been accepting them. And it has been to our own detriment as Black women. It's been to our own detriment. All the blame come to us. All the disrespect come to us. Lack of provision comes to us. Lack of protection comes to us. All because of us accepting the minimum Black men have to give to us. Because we have no boundaries. We have no standards. Or because people tell you you are the least desired. Because they tell you you are not beautiful because you are Black in your own skin. And then you have to explain why the hair on your hair grow the way it grows on your hair to your own very men you gave birth to. Just imagine what we Black women are just allowing. Just allowing in the name of, oh, we want to be with someone and we want to have children. Black women, they are children to adopt. And they are sperm donors if you really want a child. They are sperm donors. If you really want a child. If not the way Black men are, your brother can be a father to your son. Your own brother can be a father to your son. But because Black men are just, they are just menace in every form and way, that's impossible. I am so tired of the place the world, and especially Black men, always want to subject Black women into. That laughing stock that you've subjected Black women to over the years is still not enough for you. Tyler Perry, it's not enough for you that you have to come up with this useless, when they say something is useless advice for Black women. Useless advice for Black women. The young Black men, if they want to really learn anything, they should come to Black women's page and learn. Learn, not you Black men's page. Black women's page and learn and write things down. Instead, you don't want to deal with your demons. You rather carry your demons to other race of women because they will allow your demons continue. They didn't bet you, did they? They can always flush you and throw you out anytime they are done with you. After taking some of your gene, they can let you go. We are the women who are concerned about you. We are the women who care about you. Because we look alike. So Black women, it's up to you to take that advice from Tyler Perry. Yes, and accept the bare minimum. Just like our great-great-great-great-great-grandmother and our mothers and our aunties and us. And then when we finally find the strength to free ourselves from it, we are told we are old. Or this man later on go and find a younger girl and start having children again. When he has not finished looking after himself, he has not finished looking after the children he has bore before, the children he gave birth to before. He hasn't, because we Black women, we are very desperate to carry leftover. Because when he's a woman, she's a leftover. But when he's a man, she is not a leftover. He is still very strong and active. Yeah, I know. Very strong and active because a woman accepted him. That's why he's strong and active. Because another woman accepted him. Just imagine if that woman, no woman accepts him. Where is the strong and active coming from? I will see it. I will see it. I will never settle again. I will never settle again. And if I have to go to my grave single, I will do so with a happy life. A happy life and a smiley face. And I want other Black women to do the same. Take you first. And if you are like other Black women who have made mistake and you finally got yourself out of it, do not rush Do not worry that your time is going or time is. Let time go. Time was here before you came. Let it go. Let it go. And also, if you still say yes, if you are happy to live that kind of life with a black man, please do so. But keep your frustration with you and that black man. Don't extend it towards black women or black women like me, or the kind of black women I see out there, and they are extending their frustration. I did not put you in there. I did not put you in there. Black women, please continue to do you. Continue to look after you. Continue to preserve yourself. Continue to put yourself first. Yourself first. Your well-being, your development. Put that first. Put it first. And don't let anyone talk you into just settling because your time is going. You are going to be 30. You are going to be 32. You are going to be 35. Of course, you are meant to be growing. So don't let them talk you into lowering your standard or accepting bare minimum. We have nothing but bare minimum anyway. That's what we have out there as men. That's what we have out there as men. That's what we have out there as men. I've never really seen any modern black men. I've not seen. This is why I am not even interested in any form or way. I am not. Whether I get picked, if I get picked, I would have to say yes or no, or choose to say yes or no to that person anyway. You know? And if I don't get picked, let me be the last orange there. Let me just be the last orange that everybody don't want. Let me be there. It's fine. It's either the owner who eats me by himself. Yes? Or they will say, or the owner will throw it away. And that's it. And I'm ready to love me by myself. I'm ready to care for me by myself. If that's what, I mean, I'm ready to love me and care for me by myself. I'm ready to. As always, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. I love those who don't love me. I love you from a distance. Yes? Yeah, I have to love you because I have no hate in me. So I've got to love you. Stay blessed. Subscribe. Comment down below. Like. Yes? Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.